Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of JCV Grand Valley Railroad. Just a quick update here on where we're at and the things that I've done in the past week with my buddy Tom. He came over and we basically put down all of the road bed that we needed to do. So that glued overnight. We basically did this yesterday. I cut out the little Y that was here and just kind of made it a straight piece through the middle to give more room for the buildings and stuff that we eventually want to put here. We haven't really decided on everything we're going to do down there, but we now have a little bit more room because of that. We're also going to cut this piece off here at some point to build the road that's going to go up into the town and put two bridges there. So I'm gonna connect those two Warren Truss bridges that come with the track pack there. So we'll have two bridges there. We'll have one there and then another one in the back there as well. I do have four of them. I bought some extra ones just for that reason. So we'll have that. I also went and bought a huge sheet of 2-inch thick foam to basically have for the yard up here that I'm going to build. That's most likely the engine house that we're going to use. We have to fix some of the doors on it that I bought, and maybe put a few more chassis decals on it. And that's where we're at with that. So today I'm going to set up the track just to make sure everything works and pretty much build out the layout of the yard that the way I want to have it so that we can get that all set up with the road bed on that. A little tip that we found out for the road bed, that if you're doing these straight pieces here, it's not a bad idea to use one long roll. However, on the curves where you kind of have to cut the road bed into two pieces so that it'll bend properly, you want to keep yourself in doing that in smaller cuts. Basically, we did a few of them quite long, and it gets a little difficult to glue that down and keep moving along with the glue and have all that stay in place. Now, we did use foam tacks, a ton of foam tacks, which basically are just foam nails. These are what we had from Woodland Scenics that we bought. I have like 3 packages of these, and we went through all of them. Basically keeping all this foam track down, the road bed. So we set it all up, nailed it down. Then we went through and kind of went and glued it back all together so that we had an idea on what it would look like. And some of it's not hard to do, but it's just very tedious. It took a long time to get all this set up and then glue it and all that stuff. I mean, we pretty much took a whole day, almost a couple hours, with eating lunch in between, trying to let the paint dry and all that, getting that done. So just a little tip on that with this track bed, that if you're going to use this stuff, a lot of people use corkboard and all that. This is probably less messy than corkboard. I don't have any experience in either, so I can't really tell you which is better. All I know is this made no mess at all. I definitely recommend, like how we have here. This is a long piece, so from here all the way around to up here is all one piece. You probably want to keep it in maybe 12-inch sections just to make it easier to get that glue and glue that down. Other than that, things are coming along. I'm going to try to get Candace to help me set up this track to get an idea of the track layout and make sure everything kind of fits right on there, and what extra pieces we might need to add to make it work a little bit better. And with this whole cutout here, that's going to disturb the track pack layout that they have, as well as me taking off that extra piece there. So we won't need a turnout there anymore. I'm probably going to have to use some of the flex track that I bought for that, depending on how big that radius of a curve is that I made. I'm not really sure. I don't know, but we'll get it figured out and get it running up. And yeah, so that's all for this episode. Hit the like and subscribe button. Any questions you guys have, send them along, and we'll try to get them answered for you. Until the next update, enjoy, and thanks so much for watching.